it all. Ain't no way I can break it off. Girl, is you really down to pay the cost? Reverse the role, you can play the boss. Already know my vision is faded. I try to evade it, but can't. I know you far from insane, but I keep lying to me, cause I've been dying to meet, and it feel like I follow you out in the street, and I promise you all that I know. Everywhere that my mind goes, elevated, heart strong, but my hair faded. Way back when we first dated, I'm gone now. Had to go cause I'm on now. When my intuition got me in the mission, we see eye to eye, but you ain't in my vision, oh no. I said, oh no. Back in the day, I used to say, a girl like you, I used to pray.
Oh,
Rockets here at home, and now it's...
Well, guys,
Thank you, David. We should have a fan favorite here tonight. Two fast break teams. Lots of highlight reel plays. Doris, what can either side do to try and slow down the other?
Well, both teams love to take turnovers and turn them into highlight reel dunks. So, one, you've got to take high-quality shots, take care of the basketball, make sure you're getting good shots every trip, Kevin.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, the tough defending Favors and Gobert make up the big men. Hill and Hood in the backcourt, and it's Ingles in at the small forward. Favors passes to Ingles. Here's the screen. 6 to shoot. Gobert with a screen for Rubio. Here's Ingles. The shot, no good. And Houston the other way now. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
They executed on the road, stayed focused, stayed consistent with who you are as a team.
No doubt. I mean, they played to their strengths, and that's what helped them get this road win. I loved how they played for each other.
And so it begins, taking control right up front.
Don't you love that they seized the lead from the beginning, exactly how you want to start off the game?
Now here's Hood. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Gobert the screen. Hood kicks to Gobert. Taylor against Rubio. From beyond the arc. Tries again. Favors can't get it to go.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Taylor dishes to Anderson. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. For Utah, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Passes it to Favors. Over Anderson. Again, Favors missing.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Well, Derek Favors has always gotten a lot of credit for his defensive abilities, but to me, his offense has come such a long way since he came out of Georgia Tech.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Whiteside, a screen on Hood. Here's Harden. The Rockets again can't hit.
Now, great look on that, just a little out of rhythm.
Yeah, he looked like he forced that a little bit. Just needs to take his time. Got to make these shots right now.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, spectacular athleticism from the 7-foot center Gobert. Wow.
Taylor kicks to Harden. The dish to Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Rubio, the pass to Gobert. Here's Favors. The rebound by Anderson. Houston in the lead. Here's Harden. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
The Rockets shooting their first foul shot of the night. And for a Jazz team that had patiently built itself into one of the top teams in the league, how tough is it, Doris, to lose a player like Gordon Hayward?
Well, it's brutal. He was their best player, an all-star, a huge blow. Because you think about Utah fans who have harbored concerns historically about the team's ability to retain star talent. This will feed those doubts, Kev.
And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Right. I mean, that's solid defense. At the very least, you like seeing them muck it up and make things difficult.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Utah also making some changes. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Favors. Cephalosha comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Mitchell in for Rodney Hood. Now, here's Tucker. Nene, the screen. Off the screen. And it's Houston with another.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Jazz trail by 6. And Rubio kicks to Johnson. Jazz passing it around. Here's Mitchell on the wing. Cephalosha. Gobert, the screen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Gobert's got his second basket.
Well, Rudy Gobert is so good setting screens, and it's allowing his teammates opportunities.
Nene down low. Johnson's there. The shot by Nene, no good. The Jazz have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Mitchell dishes to Johnson. Cephalosha kicks to Rubio. Johnson outside. New 24 for Utah. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Rudy Gobert has become really excellent at getting deep, low post position. The defense has got to foul him when he's that deep.
Burks, he's checked in for Ricky Rubio. And Gobert drops them both.
And you look back early in his career, Rudy Gobert, he kind of clogged things up just as much at the offensive end as he did defensively. And I tell you what, though, he's made significant strides, becoming much less of a liability on offense. A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Burks, the pass to Mitchell. And Gobert kicks to Cephalosha. Gobert, the screen. Cephalosha dishes to Burks. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. The Jazz again can't hit it. And Gobert last season with career highs in field goal percentage and free throw percentage.
And he averaged double figures for the first time in his career. If you ask me, he'll be a walking double-double in this league for a long time.
Now, here's Tucker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Don't make no mistake, guys. One of the more effective second-round picks we have in the NBA. Tucker provides a steady diet of production.
Both free throws good from Tucker. Jazz trail by 4. Here's Mitchell. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Kicks to Burks. From 13, Johnson can't hit.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Rockets lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And Derek Favors, known for his work ethic, and he talked.
I just want to get better. I just want to keep improving.
Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he's showing is to how far, Greg, you think he can go?
Well, you talk about desire and commitment, and then you throw in the fact that he has the talent that can be built upon and improved. One big factor will be injuries. That's the big X factor that determines so many more careers than desire. Talent and commitment, you need to stay on the court.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Tough defense throughout that first period, and it's really paying dividends.
Well, I think there's a level of physicality with them right now and not allowing the opponent to feel comfortable getting into their heads just a bit.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Rockets. Luke Mbamute out there with Nene. And there's Jackson. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Magruder in at the 2-guard spot. Bucket is good. Mitchell's got his second basket of the night.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here is Mbamute. And Nene with the stuff.
Well, Nene is eating glass on the offensive end. You like to see that aggressiveness.
Jazz trail by 4. Burks on the wing. They set the pick. Pass to Jerebko. The feed to Cephalosha. And it's Jerebko, top of the key. Dishes it to Cephalosha. Johnson with it. Picked up by Nene. No good off the front iron.
Boy, just enough defensive attention to throw that shot off target.
Magruder passes to Nene. To the inside. Stolen by Mitchell. And now Utah, fast break. Hands the 12-footer. Mitchell's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, really found his stroke here in the second quarter after missing everything in the first.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. And Doris, so many great point guards in the league. In fact, the number of stars at that position, we see them every night. But who are some of the floor generals that maybe don't get the headlines? More of the underrated portion.
I think the single most consistently underrated point guard, though certainly not by the contract extension he most recently signed, would be Mike Conley. This guy for the Memphis Grizzlies. Some guys just fit in the systems and the cities and the organizations for whom they play. And I would say Mike Conley, ability to run the team, ability to make the three-point shot, to make the players around him better. He comes to mind. Kemba Walker in Charlotte is a guy who, once they consistently start to make the playoffs as an undersized point guard, I think you could see him start to grow in reputation. And Isaiah Thomas, who launched himself for stretches into the MVP conversation. Interestingly, Kevin, what do all three have in common? A little bit undersized in today's NBA.
And can you believe Conley has never been an all-star, as good as he is?
Cannot believe that. No, and you've had his teammates make it, Marc Gasol most notably. I know that Marc Gasol would love to see Mike Conley next to him in an all-star uniform.
And there's Favors putting it right back in. Favors got his second basket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Anderson kicks to Whiteside. Here's Harden. Goes back up. Oh, wait a second, guys. We've got a whistle, and it's on the defense. So a shooting foul on the dunk, so a chance to grab those 2 points coming up here at the line. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz. Ricky Rubio comes in for Burks. Rubio with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Nice ball movement by Utah. Clock at 6. Favors with the screen. Here's Hood. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Beautiful form on the floater. Rodney Hood continues to develop that offensive arsenal.
Feeds it to Covington. Here's Taylor. Another miss by Houston. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. There's a screen. And Rubio kicks to Favors over Anderson. Offensive rebound. Rubio with a wide open look. No good from outside. Rockets trail. 1:32 left to play in the first half. Whiteside kicks to Taylor. Harden dishes to Whiteside. Rubio with the rebound. Utah has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. You just have to love the way Ricky Rubio plays defense. Fantastic at jumping a play, and Doris forcing a turnover for his team to get out and get a score in transition.
Right. I think the thing that stands out with Ricky Rubio is probably his anticipation. That is what makes him such a great defender. Active feet, active hands to bother shooters, incredible lateral movement, and an impressive wingspan.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Rockets have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Oh! Wow.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Here's Favors. Again, Favors missing. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. It's Harden with the drive. Whiteside, the pass to Anderson. In the corner, it's Whiteside. That ball's off target. It's his third miss. He's made 2 shots from the field. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The shot's good.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
Harden against Hood. To the middle, and stolen by Hood.
And slow things up here with a chance to get the last shot of the quarter.
Exactly right. That's what you'd like to see. Hopefully they play the clock to perfection here.
Well executed, and then you love the strong fit.
Yes, you love that they're not settling for anything outside the paint. Excellent work getting right to the tin.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Hood.
Well, just loses his head for a moment. That's not overthinking. That's just not thinking.
A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We so hope you enjoyed our first half. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. In the second quarter, they erased what had been a fairly big deficit at one point. That about...
And as we return to Houston, Texas, a terrific look at the skyline here. The Toyota Center, part of that great... Rocket shooting 43% from the field. So on the floor for Utah. Ingles at small forward with Favors at the 4. Hill and Hood in the backcourt. And it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
Well, he just gets ahead of himself and throws it away, right? You've got to have better focus than that.
Utah leading. And the Jazz have been one of the more old-school franchises. Pounded inside, grind out victories. They're still a tough defensive team, but Doris, Coach Quinn Snyder is receptive to a wide-open style of play.
Right. Quinn wants them to play with pace, look for easy opportunities. He also likes power forwards who can stretch the floor. He understands that's the way the league is going, and he's on board with it.
And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Rockets.
And the three-point shot was a huge part of their game plan. When it was falling, it made them very hard to defend. Opponents were stretched out all over the place.
Gobert, the screen. And Favors kicks to Gobert. Just 3 to shoot, and count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Absolute power from Rudy Gobert. Terrific, out-muscling the defense. Guys, you talk about a player with Defensive Player of the Year capabilities. Look no further than Rudy Gobert. The 7'2" Frenchman has earned that nickname, the Stifle Tower.
That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Gobert's got 5 points now this quarter.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
I got to believe that's something they talked about during the break, getting him some good looks in the paint right away.
Harden can't hit. And at this point, is there any question, Doris, that Rudy Gobert is the league's premier rim protector?
I don't think so at all, Kev. You look at the metrics. On average, NBA players shoot over 50% around the rim. But when Gobert's around the rim, it's about 30%. That's far and away the biggest impact in the NBA.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Utah leading by 7. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. He dishes it to Hood. It's tipped. Stolen by Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Favors with the screen. Gobert with a screen for Hood. To the paint. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 13.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And Rodney Hood selected with the 23rd pick in the 2014 draft by Utah. What a great pickup for the Jazz. Wow.
Well, we're talking about a 6'8" shooting guard with a high skill level. And when Rodney Hood is aggressive and confident, he can be a major impact player in the league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Mbah-a-Moute's checked in for Whiteside. P.J. Tucker comes in for Robert Covington. Rodney McGruder's checked in for James Harden. And it's Jackson in for Taylor. On the wing, Cephalosha. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. 6 to shoot. Off the screen.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Whistle blows, and that's going to be a travel. Rockets trail by 7. Jackson kicks to McGruder. Here is Mbah-a-Moute. Buries the long-range jumper. And Mbah-a-Moute's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Hood dishes to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gobert with a screen for Hood. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. And here's Cephalosha for 3. Utah gets it back. Here's Gobert. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
Gets it to very close range, but there was no way the defense going to back off and give him that layup.
It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Tucker.
The ability to create shots off the dribble. This may be his area of greatest improvement. Tucker's worked on that.
Johnson, he's checked in for Utah. Mitchell comes in for Rodney Hood. Johnson. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts, and a chance for one more here.
I'll tell you what, good things always come when you've got players who work hard for second chance opportunities.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Mbah-a-Moute.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Doris, back in college, you earned a master's in education. How close were you to pursuing that path versus veering into becoming an analyst for basketball?
Yeah, you know, to be honest with you, I always felt like I would be a high school teacher and a basketball coach. And someday maybe I'll coach a boys high school basketball team. Very close, Kevin. I happened into broadcasting. I left coaching at Providence College. They put their women's basketball games on radio, and that was my entree into the business. And slowly but surely, it grew every year.
But still educating still, right? I mean, don't you feel there's a part of education to being an analyst?
Oh, there's no question about it. You are trying to help that viewer to be as close to the action as we are fortunate enough to be. And sure, just describing what's going on. It's a lot of fun.
You are a PhD in broadcasting. For the lead, outside for Jackson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The pass to Mitchell. The shot, no good. And the Rockets take it the other way. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year, they came out on the losing end. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Burks kicks to Gobert. Pass to Mitchell. The dish to Burks. Gobert, the screen. And it's Mitchell missing. Houston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Passes to Mbah-a-Moute. Here's Tucker. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Burks, the pass to Gobert. Johnson, the screen. Mitchell kicks to Gobert. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, when Rudy Gobert starts to get in the zone, you've got to try to prevent catches, because right now he's dominating.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. The Jazz also changing it up. Derek Favors checked in for Cephalosha. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Alec Burks. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Harden. 9 points in the game so far. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Johnson outside. From deep three-point range. No good on the buzzer beater. Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Utah. His stat line has been terrific. As the quarter ends, he's already got a double-double. Right back after this break. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. And Utah has possession. The lead is 2. We've got Robert Covington. Whiteside is out there with Nene. Then it's Harden, and it's Taylor in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's Favors. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Johnson, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. And the Jazz lead by 2.
Well, Kevin, we know Joe Johnson is a dynamite scorer from the mid-range. You better stay attached to him in that area.
Covington kicks to Harden. And, oh, he just jams it right over Derek Favors. Wow!
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And Utah making a change here. Hood's checked in.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
Here's Hood. Up again. And there's Favors putting it right back in. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Harden dishes to Whiteside. Back to Harden. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And Rubio kicks to Johnson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
There are 2 things, guys, as you know, that age gracefully in the NBA, and that's size and shooting. No coincidence that Joe Johnson remains a very effective player, even as he enters his mid-30s.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Your rep coach checked in for Utah. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Right side a screen. A shot by Harden, wide open. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And in his 16th NBA season, Joe Johnson, Doris, experiencing life as a reserve for the first time.
And what a luxury, bringing a player of his caliber off the bench. This guy's so well-rounded. We know he's a great shooter, but he's willing to defend, to rebound, and he can make quality passes. So much to like about this guy's game.
Hood gets the bucket.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Harden outside. Whiteside, a screen on Hood. Harden the pass to Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And Rubio kicks to Hood. Back to Rubio. Nice ball movement by Utah. 6 on the shot clock. Ingles dishes to Rubio. three-pointers off the mark. Rockets have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Here's Nene, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
6'11", broad-shouldered, tough for the defense to get that shot in the nays without fouling.
Anderson, he's checked in for Whiteside. And Utah also making a switch. Gobert, he's checked in for Urebko.
You know, he couldn't make all of them, and they'll have to settle for just a one-point lead.
Hood setting the pick for Rubio. He kicks it to Hood. Gobert, the screen. Back to Hood. Three-pointer. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
You know, since halftime, he's finally started to shoot with confidence.
Kicks it to Harden. Nene left side. Over Gobert, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Utah the foul.
Well, it gets to the line so often. Nene is always seeking contact.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And Gobert kicks to Ingles. Gobert the screen. Now the feed to Hood. Back to Ingles. Gobert with a screen for Ingles. And there's the foul. It goes on Ryan Anderson. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Rockets making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. Here's Hood. Ingles with the screen for Rubio. Outside Favors. 5 on the clock. From deep Ingles. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Harden the pass to Anderson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Derek Favors.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both down.
They set the pick. Gobert the screen. Ingles in the corner. He feeds it to Favors. Covington with the steal. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Harden's got 13 points in the second half.
Yeah, they're having a tough time containing Harden here tonight. No surprise there.
Favors with the screen. And Rubio kicks to Ingles. Pass to Rubio. Shot clock at 6. Gobert with a screen on Harden. Goes up off the pick. Come!
Wow, that is cold-blooded.
What a shot. He had no fear. I love it.
There's 39 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. In the corner, it's Whiteside. Laces one from 3.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Utah calls timeout. They're down by 4. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, James Harden.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good position. And boy, as he rewarded him with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Covington dishes to Whiteside. It's in!
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
There's no doubt. They're really clicking. What an amazing all-around effort to take a huge lead like this late in the game.
Hood for three. Doesn't go that time. From 18 feet away, basket good.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
So Houston wins it. They didn't make it easy on them.